Hi, hello everyone. I'm back here. So, like I promised, I said I would, be sharing my journey here with you all. So, I want to explore Airtable right now because I just recently started learning it. So, let's get right into it. I'm here to, I'm sure you guys will have learned so far, and also explore some of the functionalities of Airtable. So, let's get right into it. Okay. So, I have my homepage. So, this is the Airtable homepage. Okay, so I want to create a new workspace. So let me create a new workspace. So I can name this workspace learning. Yeah. So I can name it learning. So let me create this workspace. I can choose to build with Omni. Omni is Airtable AI, but I can choose to build on my own. So I want to build on my own. Okay, okay. So what happens is this. So once you create a workspace, right? So you see this base, just like the way we have on Monday.com. So for this base is same thing as a board in Monday.com. So we have tables here. So you can see this is a table. So then this is a so once you create a workspace, you can see this base, which is same thing as a board in Monday.com. So I want to rename this workspace. So I can say task one, right? So I've renamed this my base. So this is the first base. So I have this table. So I also want to rename this table. Or I can just leave it like this for now, right? Hold on. Okay, so this is what I have now after I've created my workspace. So I have this base. Then you can see this table. I have table one. I can, choose to add another table. So if you want to add another table, you can also you can have as much table as as you want, right? So you can have as much table as you want. So you can either create, like, you can start from scratch, right? Like if you want to create like a blank table, you can do that, or you can import from a source, right? So you can import from, maybe if you have a CSV file, you can import from Google Sheet, you can import from my Excel sheet. There are so many ways you can import, or you want to like create a new table from scratch. So you can always explore that. So I have this table now. So this stuffs here on Monday.com, you call it a column, but here on Airtable, but in Monday.com, you call this a board, but here in Airtable, it is called a field. So you see, usually you have a name field, like there are so many fields, right? So you can see this is a name field. So let's try to edit it and say edit field. So you can see this is a single line text. In Monday.com, you can call it a text field, but in Airtable, you call it a single line text. So this is a field in Airtable. Why in Monday.com you call it a board? And for Monday.com, when you have stuff like this, it's usually a text board. But in Airtable, it is a single line text field. Do you understand that? Yeah. So you have these notes. They're practically like there are so many fields here. So let me try to go over the different fields that we have. So you can see you have long text. Let's say you want to like a note. So you can use a long text field. You have an attachment field. If you want to include like maybe a file or something, you use an attachment field. You have a checkbox. If you want to check between items, you want to check like a checkbox. We can always explore that. You have a multiple select. You want to choose, like, you want to be able to select more than one item. Use a multiple select. So if you want like you see so in front end development we call it a radio, such that you want only one item. So when you click on one item, it deselects the other. So you want to be able to select one item from that list. You use the single select, right? You have the user field, you have the date field, you have the phone number field, we have the email field, we have the number field, we have the currency. Currency is when it has to do with money. Then this one, number field, has to do with figure. We have the percent, we have duration, we have the rating, we have lookup. These ones are more advanced, but we'll come to that later. Then we have the created time. So this created time is kind of automatic. So what does this created time do? So it shows you when an item is created. It shows you when an item, let's say you are working, we are working on this board now. Sorry, rather, you're working on this table, maybe with some other people, right? So you want to like maybe there was an issue or an error somewhere, and you want to know when this error occurred. You can use this created time to find out, and that would like give you a hint of whoever that did that, right? So most times when you use this, you can decide to hide it so that nobody else sees it. You just use it basically to kind of keep track of what is happening in this table. Do you get that? So you have the last month. Just chill. I'm going to like, we are going to explore all of this. So I'm just basically trying to give an insight, but later on we are going to explore it. So we have the last modified time. So this gives you like a hint of when they're like when something changed in this table. Then you have auto number. It can be like in form of an ID. Do you understand? So you want to like maybe give the items here maybe an ID. You have barcode for barcode. You have buttons, right? So let's try to let me try to fill this table now. So let's see. Hold on. Let me do Uju notes. I'm writing some random assignee. I don't know if I have, like I can just use myself. Status, so this is a status column. I can do in progress. Attachment, I can just, okay, let me add something here. Let me just choose a file. Okay, it's uploading. So I want to use a file. So because I'm going to somewhere. So I want to it's uploading. I don't know why it's taking time. Okay, you know what? So because I don't know, so I think I will just let me leave this file for you. I'll just leave the file for now because of time. But at least you already have an insight of what this attachment field does, right? So we have, I think, let me just delete one since I already have them here. Okay, so I have these attachments. I have this now. I have this now. Let me add more. This is just like some random value and all that. I'm not doing much here because I want to show you guys how to do this, how we're able to do this. So let's do that created time. So let's do that created. I want to show you guys something. So this one is automatic. Like I said, it helps you keep track of what is going on in your table. So let's do this created time. So you see what's going to happen every time. Yeah. So can you see? So it just showed me the date, like date and time where I created this particular item. So that is what this created time does. So let me try to modify this. I can do courses. So it was courses before, but this is courses. So let me go to that last modified. So you see what will happen. So it's going to show me when the file was modified. The network is really, really bad. So can you see that? It just showed me when this file. So this helps you to keep track of whatever that is going on in your base or rather in your table. So that is what it does. So let's try to see other fields. Single line text, just for simple text. Okay, multiple selects. Let's see this. You can add your options. H. Let me just. I'm just trying to. I'm just using some random values. Okay, so I have about 5 options here. So let me create this field. So can you see this? Can you see this? Okay. Can you see these tags? So this is the multi-select. So let me, if I click on this, so you see those options. So it brings out those options and I can choose from them. I can choose as many as possible, right? So let's go. And remember that you can always edit your name. So I can change this to, I can just say multi-select. You can actually name it anything you want. So let me show you. So let me do the single select so that we'll see the difference. So this is single select. Just select from one. Okay, Q. Let me create field. Okay. So see what's going to happen here. Okay, so this one now is when you want to like choose between like maybe an option. You just have to take like one of the many options, right? But this one is you can have as much options as possible. So this is multi-select and this is single select. So let's try to do another field. So we have this field. So this one you can, just put in your dates. Can you see that? Then we have duration. They are basic. Okay, so let's do the currency. Let's do currency. So let's do currency. Can you see that? So once you do this, well, I just typed 200 and it had to like bring up this prefix, like this dollar sign for me, because I already have this currency as my field type. So that was like actually the excess. So when you give it a field type, it tells Airtable like it gives it like, okay, this is what this person wants to do. So it takes note that, okay, so this is like, this should be like money, right? So this should be like currency because you're already using the currency field type. Do you understand that? But assuming you are using the, let's do the number so that you can see the difference. So let me type that 200 again. So let me do the 200 again. So let's see the difference. Can you see this now? Because I'm already using the number field type and I'm using the currency field type here. You see that there's like a distinction. Is it this like is Airtable is able to distinguish between the two of them. You see this one, Airtable automatically added this dollar sign for me, whereas this one there's no dollar sign because we have already told Airtable I want this as a number, whereas here I want it as a currency. Do you understand that? So that's basically how we run this in Airtable. So thank you guys for what you can also choose to, like I said, you can add more things. You can keep adding to your table. So let's assume if you want to, like, let's say you have like 1,000 items here. You have like over 1,000 and you want to delete them, right? So instead of having to come and be doing click this, you select this, select that. So what will I do? And I want to delete everything. So I just click on the first one, hold my shift button. Can you see? So I just hold the first one, then click on this last one, you see. So it highlighted every one of them. Then I'm going to, while still holding the shift button, can you see this? So I right click and I see delete all selected records, but I'm not deleting. Do you understand? That is how you want to, like, if you want to delete all records, assuming you have like so many records. So that is that about tables and bases in a table. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate. Okay, so my next week I'm going to show you how to create views in a table. So just stick with me, right? Let's explore AI automation together.